languages spoken.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a huge amount, isn't it?
That's 365.
Yeah.
We've only got Irish, Welsh. What have we got? Anyway, the biggest manufacturer. Manufacturer. I was trying to be bush. Manufacturer. The biggest manufacturer of tyres in the world is Lego.
I know that. We had that
Did you
one.
know that?
We've had that,
See, I never heard that one.
It's still good that we all choose our own.
Exactly. I've got one more.
You'll have some good ones.
A cat has 32 muscles in each ear.
In each ear.
Wow.
Boom.
Meow.
32. Why would they need 32 muscles?
Oh, they hear a lot.
They hear a lot. They hear a lot.
I've got, how about this one, ladies? Well, the Guinness drinkers, really. The bubbles in Guinness beer sink to the bottom rather than float to the top, like all other beers. Nobody knows why.
Are they denser?
Yeah, it's just another reason why the Irish drink the stuff, I'm presuming.
Wow.
Hey.
That is quite fascinating.
All those Irishmen.
My
out
dad's
there.
going to love you.
Oh, I love your dad. Hey. And how about a bowling pin? You need only to tilt it 7.5 degrees in order for it to fall down.
Sorry?
A bowl? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody like bowling?
Yeah,
Not, I don't mind bowling.
it's not in my top 10, but it's alright.
Okay, how about this one? The huddle in football was formed due to a deaf football player who used to sign language to communicate to his team.
Is this American football?
He didn't want to play the opposition. He didn't want the opposition, to see the signals he used in turn huddled around him. God, that's a huddle. This is a deaf footballer
Hang
who
on.
used sign language to communicate. Wow, that's fantastic, isn't it?
That is.
Yeah,
That
he didn't
is.
want the opposition to see the signals. He used to turn in, huddled around him. That's great, isn't it?
That is good.
Yeah,
This is
it's a
another
bit like
fascinating
a
fact. Maybe you should read your facts before you read them.
She's having a go at me, and I've just come back, and
I
I
know.
might have to
I
She
go.
looks brown. Oh, move on. Go
Got
on,
any
do the
more?
next one.
You got any more, Lou?
I have done.
Okay.
But is it your turn or is it mine?
No, carry on.
Okay, Al Capone's business card said he was a used furniture dealer. Did you know that
I
one?
didn't know that.
Mikey, can you imagine if it said mafia boss?
I don't suppose he could really put that, could he?
And how about the last one I've got for
Go
you,
on.
ladies? Anybody know Alfred Hitchcock?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Birds and all that.
He didn't have a belly button.
He didn't?
What?
No, it was eliminated when he was sewing up after surgery.
Oh.
Someone.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Not having a belly button.
No. Well, he
Okay.
wouldn't have to get any fluff out of it, would he?
Go on, Teresa, what you
Moving
got?
on. Okay, you're born with 300 bones. By the time you're an adult, you will only have 206.
What? How does that work? Do they
Where
grow
do they
into
go?
each other?
I don't know.
Do they amalgamate? Is
You
that the
might
word?
have to Google that.
I think I will.
Okay, Native Americans used to name their children after the first thing they saw as they left their teepees after the children were born.
Oh.
Hence the names Sitting Bull and Running Water.
Wow.
Oh, I leave
So,
I'll
I'm
walk
so
out of my
glad
house
that it's
and
nothing.
I see Boots the chemist.
It's always handy living right in the middle of town, isn't it?
It is.
Can you imagine?
I love it. I love
quite
it.
like that.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what the longest word in the English language is with all the letters in alphabetical order?
Word? Is it Welsh?
No.
Oh, I don't
The
know.
longest word with all the letters
Oh,
in
what are you
alphabetical
like?
order.
No, I don't know that, my
Word.
darling. Please
Okay.
do
One
tell us.
single word?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Almost.
No.
Really?
Where's
Yeah.
the Z?
There isn't, but with all the letters in alphabetical order, not all the letters of the alphabet.
Oh.
Come on, ladies.
Where's
Okay,
the Z?
did you know that
I might open that moe early.
Do you know what I mean? I think we should.
Right, 1 in 5 adults believe that aliens are hiding in our planet disguised as humans. 1 in 5 adults believe that.
Is that also the 1 in 5 that have got?
Don't know.
I don't,
Right,
are they the Guinness drinkers?
they could be the Guinness drinkers. Okay, finally from me, dreamt is the only English word that ends in the letters MT.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it makes you want to
Think of one.
think of one, doesn't it?
Why not
There
just
isn't
make one
one.
up?
Go
Why
on
not?
then.
No,
Go
I'm not,
for
I
it,
can't
then.
do it now.
I'm going to think something up.
Okay, you
after
think-
this next song.
You think something up.
Go on then.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys chase, and all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working that Photoshop. We know that it ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. 'Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold tonight. You know I won't be lipstick to your silicone body doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass. Hey, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny just that. Nah, I'm just plain. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold tonight. You know I won't be lipstick to your silicone body doll. No, so if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. 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 I'm all about that bass, no I'm all about that bass, about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass. I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that
How do you know it's summer? Just listen.
It's hanging on in there, isn't it? The summer.
It is.
It is hanging on in
It's
there.
been a beautiful morning
I've got
this
flip-flops
morning.
on.
Have you?
Yes, I know it's summer because I've got flip-flops on.
That's the thing, though. We know it's not because the temperature does
I've
drop
got
this
Drop
polo
tonight.
neck jumper on. As we
You've got
speak,
Belle
and-
here in flip-flops and you've got Teresa in a polo neck.
Didn't you just love that tune?
That was
You know what?
good.
That was
All about
fantastic.
the bass.
And
Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor. I've never
It's-
heard of her, but
Well,
what a
that is not
fantastic
her
song.
version. That's the Power Workout version because that is being released by Meghan Trainor. I think it's the 28th of September, so it's not actually out yet. You can't get it, but look out for it because it is a fantastic tune. It's really upbeat, isn't
Is
it?
that what you'd call an exclusive?
I would say.
I was going to ask who's Trevor because it sounds like it's all about the bass. Where's
Not Trevor.
Treble.
Can you imagine? Where's Trevor?
Okay, so we're moving on to our topic of the day.
We
Our
are.
topic of the day is a serious topic. It is bullying.
It is about bullying. Bullying's it's a tough one, that one, isn't it? It's verbal abuse such as name calling and gossiping.
Text messages, sexting, email, instant messaging,
Emotion abuse such as threatening or intimidating somebody.
social network sites, online gaming, and abusing personal information.
Do you know anybody that's been bullied? Do let us know the stories so that we can read them out. And, of course, if you've got over it, because obviously it's good to share those things with other people that are part of bullying and how they got over it and how you can help each other.
Some key finds here. Childline, the report from 2012 to 13. During 2012 to 13, Childline carried out over 10,000 counselling sessions where young people talked about a problem they'd experienced online. This is a 65% increase compared to 2011 to 12. The main issues young people talked to Childline counsellors about were cyberbullying, online sexual abuse, sexting, social networking and online safety issues. That's quite worrying, isn't it?
Cyberbullying is really taking precedent, isn't it, over all various other sorts of bullying now. And it's you hear some dreadful, dreadful stories of kids and not just kids that are getting.
You do, and it was funny because I was talking to my daughter about it today because we didn't experience things like that. Not saying that the computer wasn't as forthright as it is now, but. My answer was to Jordan, and she said, well, Mum, you know, we didn't know that because we did other things, but children are on the computers a lot more these days. And my answer to her was a point blank, turn your computer off. And she said, well, Mum, it doesn't quite work like that because so many people use that as a way to communicate with friends, but for me it was like, don't go on your computer. Because I haven't experienced that. You know, bullying was more what you'd experience in the workplace or at a school or, that sort of thing, face to face. It was never something that was done online. So it's quite a new thing for me. It
is. And it's horrendous. And, you think, oh, well, crikey, if it's online, you can just ignore it. But it's for the people that are being bullied, it's still as disturbing and as traumatic as someone standing in front of you.
I mean, it says here as well that during 2012 and 13, cyberbullying concerns were mentioned by young people in over 4,500 counselling sessions, and that was also an increase of 87% compared to 2011-12.
Wow.
This is a sharp rise considering there was a 4% decline in overall bullying counselling. So that is a major problem.
Oh, it's dreadful. I mean, I put my hands on my heart and say, oh, thank God I never went through anything like that. But, it must be absolutely dreadful. I mean, I do remember people bullying other people at school. And, I used to cringe even then. So...
Yeah, I used to have a hard time at school.
Did you?
I did used to have a hard time at school, not, I wouldn't, well, this is the thing, you see, I wouldn't call it bullying, but actually it is bullying. It's name-calling. It's people just taking the mick, and it didn't do it didn't do much for my confidence. I wasn't a confident young lady.
Me
and I
either.
always felt if I opened my mouth, everyone would think I was being stupid or saying something stupid, and that my opinion or anything that I had to do or say wasn't worthy, and that's
very scary.
Quite a mild
you spend a lot of time at
bullying,
school.
Isn't it?
It's very difficult. I mean, I used to get me plats pulled.
Did you?
I suppose if you think of that's why I've got no hair. They're not pulling that anymore. Yeah.
Oh, so how old were you? Just out of interest, Teresa, what sort of age was that?
That was when I got to senior school, so that was between 12 and 16.
Yeah, right.
And I think that's probably when it's more relevant because you get a bit older and you've always got the crowds that people run in, and that's always going to happen.
So were you encouraged to talk to Mum at home? And
no, it wasn't. Yeah. To be honest, I didn't think it was that bad at the time. It was just one of those things everyone called. There was always somebody that, it was flavour of the week, and who wasn't the flavour of the week. And there were times when I wasn't flavour. But I remember once I did walk out from school. I did walk out of the class. Yeah. Because I remember I sat at a table. There was 5 of us sat at a desk. And the teacher said only 4 to a table. Only 4 to a table. And everyone was kicking me under the table saying... will you move? Will you move? And I said, no, I'm not moving. And after a while, the teacher was getting angrier and angrier. And after a while, they all 4 got up and moved tables and left me sat there on my own.
No.
Yes.
Well, it scarred you clearly.
Well,
you remember it.
I remember pulling me plaits. That's why I've got no hair.
Yeah. And they're such fond memories being at school, aren't they? Because if you have a good childhood and a good... school life, then actually you take it with you and you remember those times, don't you? So it's a huge, big impact on anybody, I would imagine, while they're in school. And, Yeah, I mean, do let us know
Let
here
us
at
know.
Seclo Sounds. You're listening to Speakeasy here on a Sunday, www.seclosounds.org. Do let us know if you know anybody that's been bullied or you've got anything to say on the subject. We want to call it out, and please do keep them coming in. It's always interesting to hear your comments.
Yeah, we want to know, have you